And hello world, it's Lee coming to you live from San Francisco for Beach City and the people you meet in San Francisco. I'm here with my old buddy Jim Louderback. How are you, Jim?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Welcome
mate.
to my town.
I'm in your town, you were in my town.
Yeah.
Well, you were in my hometown.
I was in Australia, but that was in your hometown, right? Yeah.
Melbourne's my hometown,
yep.
yeah. I was born in Melbourne. So Jim, Vidcon, the big news is that Viacom have just bought Vidcon, and I mentioned to you before, there's a few people saying, oh, what's going to happen to Vidcon? What's going to happen to Vidcon?
Nothing. We're going to just be the same way we were. And
Yeah.
we just have a corporate partner that believes in us and wants to help us grow.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And so we've got VidCon coming up June 21st, 22nd, 23rd in the US, and then September 1st and 2nd in Australia again, back in Melbourne.
Yeah, exactly. And the cool thing this year, so that's Saturday, Sunday, we're actually going to do a little stuff on Friday evening. Yeah, so it's kind of a little getting ready. So there's a little bit of...
That's in Melbourne.
in Melbourne on Friday night. So we'll do a little thing on Friday night just to get people excited and started.
Can you tell us what it is, or is it a secret?
I don't think we've announced that yet, but definitely come to VidCon in Melbourne this year. It'll be a lot of fun, and we're going to do 2 days plus a little bonus time on Friday.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had a ball last year. It was just absolutely fantastic, and as you say, it's the first one. But for the first one, were you sort of happy with the result?
Oh, absolutely. Australia embraced us. Everybody was great.
Yep.
We had a wonderful audience, and it did really well. It was a wonderful experience. When we were done, we all came back here. Even the day after, we were all like, wow. That was so good.
What did we just
Everyone's
do?
like, that was our favorite VidCon of the year. So it was great.
Really?
Yeah.
So where else does VidCon happen? I think it happens in Amsterdam?
Yeah, I'm on my way to Amsterdam actually on Sunday because we are doing our VidCon there Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's happening that quickly.
Yeah, so everybody out there in Australia, get yourself to Amsterdam. And everybody in Amsterdam, get yourself to VidCon.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's so VidCon Europe, Amsterdam, Australia,
and US.
And US.
Yep.
They're the three events.
Yep.
And is there plans to expand beyond that? Maybe into Southeast Asia? Or
We've thought a lot about places where we could bring VidCon because really our goal is democratizing the creative economy. That is happening around the world.
Right.
And so we look at places where there's a hotbed of creativity and a hotbed of that, democratization happening.
Right.
And there are places in Southeast Asia. There are places in Latin America. There are places in Africa.
Yep.
There are other places in Europe. I don't think we're going to do one in Antarctica, but we want to be on every other continent.
Why? What's the matter with Antarctica?
You have to go to Antarctica and teach the penguins to use video cameras, and then we'll go.
You know what I reckon? I reckon you should hold a VidCon on an icebreaker. And just plow your way through the ice down to Antarctica.
See, now that could be like a high-end experience, right? We got a really nice big icebreaker with a lot of luxury cabins.
Right.
We got a whole bunch of creators and fans, and you can go there and stand out there in your Wallies and your Wellies or whatever it is, and you can do interviews on as you're going up and down the waves, and going into the there you go.
We can interview the penguins.
Yeah, you can interview the penguins. But at that point, you'll be like, "Get me out of here! I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here!"
So, on a serious note, when you talk about democratization of content creation, break it down for us. What does that mean?
Well, so look, and I'll give you an example from my personal life. So I started working in magazines really early in my career. I started working at this magazine called PC Week. Actually, was in Australia too. Right. I had fans in Australia. Just a long time ago. And I got a column in this computer magazine when I was like 28. And it was Nirvana, and I was writing about new computers and Microsoft and Compaq, and then the internet came out like 2 years later, and then anybody in the world could write a column. Right. And they started calling them blogs. Yeah. And so instead of I was so lucky, I got to one of the top magazines on computing, anybody in the world could, and they did. And so we had Engadget and Gizmodo and Techno Buffalo and all these others popped up, and it was great. Anybody who had an ability to write and liked technology and wanted to write about their experiences with technology had the opportunity to find an audience. So that was the democratization of print media. Yeah. We're seeing the same thing happen in video now, where anybody with a camera, a microphone, and an ability to create content can go out and try and build an audience. And so why do you need gatekeepers to do that? Why do you need big gatekeepers to keep everybody out except the anointed few? You don't. Right. If you're creative...
So we talk to anyone.
Apparently, because I'm here. But it's all about letting anybody who's creative and creator and wants to be creative and build an audience and do that. Maybe you want to do it as a hobby. Yeah. Maybe you want to do it as a lifestyle. Maybe you want to do it as your living. You should be able to do that, at least explore it.
Yeah. Well, what I can tell you from my own personal experience is that any knucklehead can do it. and it's awesome fun. You get to meet amazing people. You have some amazing conversations. We just had a conversation with this Water Start group out of Nevada who are trying to change the way that water is managing water and saving water and solving, a pretty big global problem. And when you talk to people like that, it's like inspirational. It's like, man, I'm doing nothing here.
Yeah, right.
These guys are, so at least there's people out there that are trying to do stuff.
Well, there are people who have to do stuff, and then there are people who have to tell the stories to the world. So
right, and so that's what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to tell the stories to the world. So we were at Vidcon last year. We're excited about being involved again this year. We're going to go down and cover it, and we can't wait to put the crew together and get down there and do it. And we're hopeful that we're going to be able to come and cover the VidCon US this year as well. So
yeah, look, we're looking forward to seeing you in Australia. Hopefully we'll see you in the US.
Yeah.
What are you doing next week?
I'm not going to Amsterdam.
All right, well, I tried.
Actually, you know what? I've got a guy. Actually, he's in Europe at the moment. One of our correspondents from Thailand's in Europe. Maybe I can swing him by. He's in Oslo.
You know how to get in touch with me.
I do. Okay, that's a good idea. I might try that.
Cool.
So, Jim, thanks for talking to us again.
Thank
you. Great news about Viacom. I think
it's great for the company. It's great for the audience. It's great for the community. And nothing will change.
Nothing will change. So Talia and all those guys out there, don't worry about it. You heard it from the man himself.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, Talia. It's going to be just like it was, only better.
It's going to be better. So, Jim, thanks for talking to us again. I appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you down in Australia in September.
Okay. See you there.
Cheers. Keep watching Beach City Live on Facebook and on YouTube, Beach City.